If you've ever heard a commencement speech, you know they usually start out with inspiring reasons why a class is memorable and distinct from every other class before them and every class yet to come. Lucky for the class of 2020, we won't soon be forgotten. We're graduating amidst a global pandemic after all. If you're anything like me, the past few months have left you feeling robbed of the last and arguably the best quarter of our time at Hartley. After giving it some thought, however, I've come to a conclusion. The way I see it, if we've lost 1/16 of our time at Hartley, we deserve to spend some time looking back on the other 15/16ths in spite of the one that we've lost. If you stop to think about it, there are plenty of memories that are just as unforgettable as our class. Our freshman year, we went to the Ohio Stadium and cheered through a cold December night as our football team won a back-to-back state championship game. As sophomores, we laughed like little kids as we traversed treacherous, dark hallways whenever the power went out. And don't forget the day we had a surprise visitor in the courtyard. That definitely wasn't the forgotten year people sometimes say it is, at least not for us. As juniors, we were veterans. We knew the drill. We went all out at pep rallies and house days. We were experts at dressing up for football game themes. And all the while, we were getting ready for the next phase of our lives by looking at colleges and taking the ACT. Even this year, as seniors, we managed to squeeze in Kairos right before the pandemic struck. Beyond these defining memories, we will also be hard-pressed to forget the little things. We will remember switching from Buzz to Alma to Power School. We will remember walking the halls with our friends and putting on our lanyards every morning. Or most mornings. We did our best. We will remember how we went from freshmen who could barely open our lockers to seniors congregating in the parking lots after school. We will remember Miss Cindy's smiles, the iconic era of Cracksdown, and our unique friendships with Luis. We will remember everything from Caesar's Snapchat stories and Rachel's Heelys to Chris's watermelon eating skills and Ben's iconic power naps, which he took despite the noisiness of mornings in A-Wing. Alongside these happy memories, we will never forget the past few months, which have ultimately turned out to be an extended senior ditch day, which will go down in history. Of course, we didn't want that. We thought we had an extended spring break, but as the weeks went on, we all eventually realized that Friday, March 13th, would be the final day of our senior year. It had all ended before we even knew it was over, and now we will be moving on without a proper chance to say goodbye. Under ordinary circumstances, we would be saying joyous and extravagant goodbyes. There would be hugs and tears and caps flying through the air, but these are not ordinary circumstances, and we are not an ordinary class. We were born in the wake of 9/11, and we are graduating during a global pandemic. It appears as though we have a true knack for defying the odds. We are simply extraordinary. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13 tells us that God is faithful. He does not test us beyond what we can bear, but rather he gives us only the challenges we are capable of enduring. Our lives have been anything but ordinary, and it has been challenging at times. But we were born to be extraordinary. And when our solidarity, integrity, and endurance are put to the test, we rise to the challenge and thrive, despite our circumstances. I mentioned at the beginning of this speech that our class would be remembered by the pandemic which stunted our senior year. Even so, this tragedy will not be our legacy. Though we are remembered by this pandemic, we must refuse to be defined by it. We are not defined by what we have had to sacrifice in defense of our local and global communities. We are not defined by the grief we feel for what's been lost. Rather, we are defined by the strength it has taken to get us here. We are defined by the years of work, the laughs we've shared, and the memories we have made. We are defined by what we will become. Though it has been heartbreaking to have lost our final goodbyes and memories, we must remember that high school is not our peak. It is our launching pad. This is a commencement, after all. Our journey is just beginning. When this pandemic is behind us and the world restarts, our lives will be forever changed. We must be prepared to embrace this new world because it's going to need us. Our response and resilience will be our legacy. So as we look to the future, we must first thank those who have gotten us this far: our teachers, coaches, families, and the entire Hartley community. We would be lost without their persistence, guidance, support, wisdom, and friendship. Though our high school memories are precious treasures we will always keep, let us remember that our best days are yet to come. To the class of 2020, your strength is inspiring, and your potential is limitless. Our time at Hartley, though fleeting, has given us all the tools we need to push boundaries and pursue our passions. So my fellow Hawks, it has been my honor and pleasure both to address you as a part of our virtual graduation experience and to grow with you over the past 4 years as a true family. Keep your heads held high and remember who you are. The world is waiting for you. Go be extraordinary. Thank you. Hey, class of 2020. On behalf of your school captains, I am pleased to announce that our senior gift to the Hartley community will be permanent house signage in the gym and new video screens for the TAC weight room.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.